Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hope you guys are all doing well. We're going to be talking about Doué again in this particular stream. Big up to everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. To be fair, it was a toss-up between people talking shit about Harry Kane and Doué. I did a negative stream yesterday, but that needed to be said. I'm glad I've done that. I don't regret it or anything like that, but I feel like I kind of don't need to do that again, if that makes any sense. But big up to everyone either way. Hopefully you did enjoy the videos and streams and so on. Big up to everyone as per usual. And yeah, man, nothing other than big up to all of you guys as always. So thank you for the support. And yeah, let's continue. So obviously we're going to be talking about Doué. Rennes, I believe that's how you say it, are demanding a big fee for him, like a big fee. I don't necessarily know what to think. The only thing you can really say personally is just on about the fact that PSG are also in with him. There are some Premier League clubs that are linked with him, but the likelihood of them getting him is obviously slim because there's being linked with is one thing. Then obviously signing the player is a whole different ball game, isn't it? So that's obviously just my opinion. Obviously, you guys can let me know yours in the comment section down below if you're watching this live, and if you're watching this as a video, you can also let me know what you think. But yeah, it seems like PSG definitely want this player. I understand why. That doesn't surprise me, to be honest with you, why they would want him. He's a young French player. That is, he's doing amazing. You know what I mean? It makes no sense not to have him, if that makes any sense. So, and obviously they got to try and make some more stars. Kylian Mbappe, obviously, I don't want to talk about Real Madrid, of course. Everybody knows my stance on Real Madrid, but obviously he's signed, well, not signed, but the presentation was today. So it's interesting, obviously, how that's going to work. And obviously PSG got absolutely nothing for him. And that's probably why the PSG fans are clinging on for Xavi Simmons to stay, even though it ain't going to happen. So, it's interesting. It definitely is an interesting one. We'll get into the news on Doué in a minute. It just, yeah, the PSG scares me just because obviously they're the best in France. I just hope he can see the fact of Bayern Munich, Jamal Musiala, so on and so forth, if that makes any sense. But yeah, he's very good. Very good. I've watched compilations of him. Of course, he'll have bad things, which every player does, of course. But at the end of the day, he seems very good, in my personal opinion. So, that can only be a good thing, if you want to say. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting talk. Obviously, talking about him, and maybe if we do get him, he is another player that's going to be at the Olympics for France. So this deal needs to be finalised before the Olympics starts, which is, we've only got around 10 days. The 27th of July is when it starts. So big up Bo, big up Rajat, big up everybody in the chat. And if you're watching this as a video, big up to you also. But yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting one. To be honest with you, it definitely is an interesting one. Obviously we got Olise playing at the Olympics. Obviously for France, we've allowed him to go. Kind of annoying because we didn't let Tal go, but whatever, it is what it is. To be honest with you. And then obviously this lad will be playing there as well. And if we get him, he's going to want to go as well. I do feel bad for Tao and the fact that he can't represent his country, if you want to say, or yeah, it's very annoying. That's a clear wrong thing. But yeah, what else do we really say? To be honest with you, you know what I mean. Either way, big up to everyone, and just gonna wait a couple more minutes for Ahmad. He has seen the link. I'm waiting for him to join. He was watching compilations of the lad, so he probably will join. I was trolling him in his own channel. So big up to Ahmad as always. Let's see the comments. Hey, Liam. Bro, what's up? I'm not doing so bad with that. Hopefully you're doing okay. Go for Simmons. Already got Oliseh, so good with our attack. Yeah, no. I think we can get both. Remember that, if we go and get Simmons, we don't have to pay for him right now. Other than wages, we don't have to pay for him. So if there is no fee at this moment in time, so I don't think we necessarily have to worry about that. Ahmad, give me a thumbs up when you want to join, bro. We don't have to wait whatsoever for Simmons. You know what I mean? There is no fee to be given other than wages and so on. And obviously, I said it in the Coleman video earlier. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. But in that video, basically, there is a thought of maybe giving Kingsley Coleman in that deal, which does interest me to get that price down. Be very, very interesting. But yeah, big up, AK. How you doing? We were trolling Ahmad. But either way, Ahmad is here. Yeah. So, what do you think about this guy before we go into what's being reported and so on? Obviously, you just watched the compilations and so on.
Yeah, we were just watching it before you left to prepare for the stream. Man, you know what? I will say this. I'm not surprised that the board wants both him and Simmons because we're not. We've talked enough about Marat. You've done it yesterday. I done it today. Let's talk about it. Anyway, as I was saying, I can see why they want both because Doué and Simmons are two different profiles. Okay, they both can dribble. But the thing is, one is doing it while he's dropping back, winning the ball. The other one, and he's driving the ball forward. The other one is providing the long balls and driving the ball forward. The other one's just more versatile, and he drives to the wings, which is crazy, And the one that's driving in the wings is Doué. So... and he can cut. But again, I don't want to take too much from the clips because again, I don't know what's going to happen when he's at Bayern. Is he going to have a good decision making in him? Is he going to be in the right place in the right time? Hopefully, looking at his versatility, maybe, but you never know, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I do agree with that. Yeah, I do agree with that without a doubt. But yeah, let's go through what is being said, and then we'll go through the chat as per usual. So let's just get rid of that for now. Let's go with, I don't know which one to go with. I guess this one. And let's share the screen. Present, share screen, bish bash bosh, done. So as you can see here, this is what's coming out. So the Doué transfer either to Bayern Munich or PSG is expected to be finalised before the Olympic start. So it literally is 10 days for me now, and obviously for Ahmad as well, because obviously it's 2 o'clock in the morning for him. But it's crazy at the same time as saying it's interesting because this means that the clubs, whatever club it is, they've got a obviously we already know that PSG are heavily linked with him. We already know that PSG have put in a bid. I think they put in a bid that was rejected, and now they put in a second bid. So they're quote unquote in front of us. If you care about that, I don't, but it just you might. I don't know. So yeah, there's that, and it's in the south, which is interesting. And then we've got this as well. So PSG's offer for Doué, worth around 45 million euros, including add-ons, is so far from Rennes' expectations. Rennes are demanding around 60 million all in. The race between Bayern Munich and PSG remains open, and obviously, Le Court, I can never say it. That is a French source.
L'Equipe.
There you go. See, this is why we brought Ahmad in to help me with my pronunciations. But either way, it definitely is interesting that literally 9 days or whatever you want to say, and the Olympics start. So it means that there's going to be things popping up ASAP. So don't get it twisted if in the next couple of days we either say that we've lost out on the race for him, he's gone to PSG, or he's coming in to Bayern Munich, obviously. Let me just check the rest of Twitter just for a second. That's on about somebody totally different. That's one about someone totally different. Okay, I think that is it, I believe, on Doué. Obviously, there's lots of things to talk about. Goretzka, Alphonso Davies, so on. But right now we're talking about Doué. I don't really care about either one of those players, so we won't even talk about them. Fuck them. But yeah, let's go through some of the comments, as always. So big up to Bo. How you doing, man? You also say, so are we thinking Xavi Simmons will give an answer before Saturday? Because that's the almost deadline. Yeah. It's an interesting one because I don't think Leipzig will sign him. I really, really don't. Now, I'm not saying that they probably won't want to sign him. That's obviously totally different. But I don't think they will sign him. If they get him, it will be on a loan. So for me, I don't understand why he would do that because he doesn't want to play for PSG. Like, why would you like? It's gonna have to be an option to buy or an obligation to buy or whatever. Now, if someone, obviously we were on Amad's channel, make sure to check that out after this. He was obviously talking football as talking about Bayern, but football as a whole on his channel. But we were talking to AK, who is in the chat also. Yeah, he's a City fan, and he was basically saying that maybe City are looking at him. Now, if City, for instance, look at him and go for that 60 million release clause, then I can kind of see how they can get him. But other than that, I don't see them getting him. I really, really don't. Now, that's coming from my opinion. I don't have an inside source or anything like that, so take it with a pinch of salt, obviously, what I'm saying. But I just don't see us getting him. But yeah, maybe that's the case before Saturday, which, it's Wednesday for me now. Thursday, Friday, that's a couple of days. So that news would have to be like instant, which is interesting. Personally, I think that 60 million for a young lad who's playing in a small league is too much. Small league. Yeah, I know where you're coming from. Play Goal said that Leipzig could negotiate Almo after the deadlines to. Exactly. Yeah. Fabrizio said City was not in. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, I haven't seen that.
But I don't know. That's what we were told by AK.
Xavi Simmons was bought by PSG, but he doesn't want to play for PSG. How does that even work? Don't ask. I have no clue. Yeah.
Maybe he went and realized that it ain't for him. I don't know, bro. But you know what it is for me? I'll be honest, because I know if we get Simmons on loan, because obviously PSG, there's like some clause agreement that they don't want to send back. What was it? They can't send back to PSG. What was the clause again? I keep on forgetting.
So basically, what it is the fact of PSG will not sell him because if they do sell him, they've got to give a fee to Leipzig. Not Leipzig, PSV. Sorry, I'm saying.
Oh, there you go. So there you go. So
like how we did with the Xerxes thing.
Yeah. Now that makes now I always forget, so I apologize. But I think based on that, obviously it's gonna be a loan, right? So I'll be real. We know how loan deals work at Bayern. When we bring a name on loan, we keep them for 1 year, and then we send them back because it's probably too expensive. If we actually like Simmons, I know there's Florian Wirtz, but let's be honest, Wirtz is going to cost more than Simmons probably would be. I would say...
Just real quick. Remember what you're going to say. Keep on your mind. The only thing I would say with the loans, you're 100% right, but normally they're over 20. Not over 20, over like 26. James Rodriguez, Coutinho, Cancelo, so on and so forth. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, I hear that, but I just hope our board's not stingy, bro. In that situation, I hope they're not stingy.
Well, it don't look like they're going to be stingy with the way that they are spending already. And there's going to be a hell of a lot of players going. A hell of a lot of players. Kimmich seems to be going. Goretzka's been told to piss off, basically. Gnabry, Sane, who else? Coman, Fonzie, but he's just going to leave on a free. And then in his mind, he's probably watched today thinking, that's going to be me next year. That's going to be me on that big presentation. That's going to be me. It's like, nah, mate, they'll probably sign another 2 players and you'll all come out at the same time. You absolute fucking donkey. So, yeah.
By the way, you know when I deep it, the fact that Madrid didn't want to pay the money, like what was it, 50 mil? Shame on them, to be honest. But anyway,
it's less than that.
Less than that. No, it wasn't about. I know because initially I think we said 50 million. No, we said 50 million, and they didn't want it, so the price got lower. Evaluation. Right. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, Madrid sometimes can be stingy, but you know what? At least they're smart out while they are stingy. You know what I mean? So, at least, but besides the point. Like, I don't think Goretzka is gonna leave because if the guy wants to stay, the board are going to be looking at it as, at least the guy can be in the squad. He can be this, that.
Yeah, but even in that, just get rid of him. He's crap.
Yeah, well, Liam, you have to look at it in our view, and then you have to look at there, like we talked about with Jonathan Tuck, right? In our view, we obviously don't want Goretzka to go, not go. We don't want to stay. Apologize, excuse me, right? But he doesn't want to go.
You're going to start a fucking riot.
I'm telling you, bro. My head has been gone, especially from that Morata rant, man. But listen, I don't think Goretzka will go. Who else won't go? Kimmich, I don't know. It looks like he will go. Coman is definitely going to go somewhere. Gnabry is definitely going to go somewhere. I don't think Sane will go. I know everyone wants Leroy Sané to go, but he's not going. And who else are we looking for someone to go that we don't? Davies will stay and probably leave next summer. And I'll be shocked. You know what? If Davies signs a new deal during the season, I'll be surprised.
If Davies signs a new deal during the season, there will be a rant video coming. Yes.
What's there to rant about, though? He stayed.
I don't give a shit. I don't want him nowhere near my. I told you. Literally told you. Lock him up in a bus in Madrid. Leave him there. Leave him there.
No, guys. On a serious note.
And go and sign for Madrid now. Rip his contract up. Tell him to fuck off.
No, I'll be honest though, guy. No. Jokes aside,
You'll be honest. Real. I am being honest.
No, I'm saying me because I was trolling around. Just now I said, what's there to rant about? There's actually a lot to rant about, right? Don't get me wrong. I did say before, if he stays, he goes. As long as he extends, I don't care, usually. But the more it prolongs, the more I'm going towards you better sell him. Because now the board, they don't want to extend and they want to keep him to let him go on a free. It's stupid. Why? It's stupid. And if he extends, okay, it's a miracle. But then why did you leave us unseen all this time?
I understand that he's still really young and he can get better. He's nowhere near his prime, so on and so forth. But it's not a miracle if we sign him on a new deal. That means we would have literally just thrown out what we've just done. There was a tweet put out there earlier. I won't be able to find it because company's done a freaking interview. But there was a tweet put out there basically saying the following of Bayern Munich don't want to exceed a certain amount in wages. If he signs a deal, we would go against that. That makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly. But I think exactly. And another thing to add on this is the ligt thing. So we are selling ligt because of wages and injuries, but we're out here keeping, probably most likely we're gonna keep Sané when he's not performing. We're gonna be extending Davies' contract with not performing, and both of them are on high wages.
Well, it's not even that though, mate. It's not like you're right, but it's not even that. Like they're getting rid of Ligt for injuries. Fair enough, I can accept that. For his high wages, what the fuck are you talking about? For his high wages, are you mad? They're talking about re-signing Leroy Sané. They're talking about re-signing Kimmich. They're talking about re-signing Davies. All three of those want more money. What?
Yeah.
It's time. I never knew the bloke. Never, ever, ever knew the bloke. Rest in peace to him. But Claude from AFTV said it perfectly. It's time to go. Get these players gone. It's time to go. It's time to go. Piss off. I don't want you at the club anymore. Thank you for your service, Kimmich. I won't say thank you to Sané because he ain't done fuck all. I won't say thank you to Davies because he's just a prick. So, yeah, it's time to go. Get them gone. Get them gone. Again, rip up Davies' contract. 30 million. What the fuck is 30 million going to do? You're going to make that up in 2 years from how much Ligt was making. So, who gives a shit? Oh, I got the Copa America, dude. I got fourth. Yeah, because every other country were fucking shit.
Yeah, man. It's actually
draws, bro. Draws.
By the way, Davies is the reason to why they finished fourth and not third, by the way, for your information.
Exactly. Because he can't even hit a penalty properly. Yet he wants to go to Real Madrid and be a winger. You're taking the piss. Man had the balls to say on a podcast. Man had the balls to say on a podcast that he was an Iron Robin replacement. Yeah, okay then, bro.
I'm not even gonna lie though. That goal he scored against Madrid was kind of similar. But again, I'm being shameless of it, so don't take me serious. Seriously though, I'm telling you now, with Davies, honestly speaking, listen, I'm not gonna disrespect his ability too much, like you are. But I'm not. But what I will tell you, wait, what?
What ability? We haven't seen it since 2020.
Bro, he hasn't been performing. There's a difference, right? But here's the thing.
Where was that ability, bro?
We saw in 2020 that ability is there. We're not gonna come out here and lie. What he did in 2020, that is ability.
This is why they need to sign him on the free. This is why they will sign him on the free. Because if they go for Trent Alexander-Arnold, Liverpool ain't going to let him go for fucking free. I can tell you that right now. They will want a big amount of money. Number one, he's Scouse. Number two, he's their star boy. I hate that word, but he is their star boy. So they ain't going to let him go on the thing. Bayern need a new generation. Exactly. I did see this. I know that his dream is to go to Real Madrid, which is an interesting point. I don't know if Real Madrid are going to go any more in for him. Not that we necessarily care, but it obviously stops the Ligt move because that's where Man United have put in more than Real Madrid have for this lad. But at the same time, it's an interesting one. Either way, I think Licht's gone because they want that Jonathan Tah news. The fact that Jonathan Tah hasn't signed yet, I literally think, you know how Julian Nagelsmann was sacked and Thomas Tuchel comes straight in the door. I think that they're going to do the exact same thing with Tah. I really, really do. I really, really do. Liam, we all saw that you are a Davies hater. So if you want, if you was company, put Ito or Guerrero. Right. From what I say, I sound like a hater, 100%. I would say I am a hater now, but he was one of my favourite players. Those legs you can see up there, that's Davies. He's in my background. So, he was one of my favourite players, but the way he's treated my club is nothing short of absolutely disgraceful. So, I know where you're coming from, though. Would I put... no, Mazraoui. That's who I would put in there. They're going to get rid of him, but that's who I would put in there. And then have Ito as a backup if you need him there, and put Guerrero in there.
And by the way, I agree with Bayern FC. He is a Davies hater. He is a Davies hater. I literally brought up an ability he had in 2020, and he's forgetting about it because of what he done to Bayern. I see how it is.
No, he had ability in 2020, but
Bro, the ability sticks with you, bro. It doesn't go away.
It goes away, bro. Mate, have you been watching Bayern?
Yes, I have. That's not
watching the right side of the screen. Don't lie. You've been watching the right side of the screen because that's where your boy, Leroy Sané, that's where he fucking plays. You watch that side and you don't watch the left side. Have you seen how bad he's
Haven't I told you that Sané has not been performing?
I went and watched him when Thomas Tuchel come in and we lost to Manchester City. I was in Manchester watching,
Yeah, congratulations.
Fucking on any fan or anything like that. Like, I don't go and watch Bayern in their own stadium, blah, 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 whatever. But I went to Manchester. He was rapid. We lost, fair enough, but he was rapid. I then watched him a year later in Manchester again against United. He had no fucking legs left. I don't know where his legs are gone. Quite literally. He may as well rip them off.
It's all about Davies now.
Davies. Literally, it's in between a year. Played the blue side of Manchester. He was rapid up and down the wing. Played the fucking... And it's the same manager. Played the red side, and he was basically not even there. It was so odd. It made no sense.
Well, okay, can I ask you a question? Because in my opinion, it doesn't make sense that you don't have ability all of a sudden overnight, right? So I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think Davies is not performing? Maybe, and by the way, this is shouldn't be an excuse. This is just a reason, right? He could be performing. All right. Do you think he's not performing because obviously he doesn't care enough, as you want to claim it to be, or because maybe the way he's being put to play is different in that game compared to the game that you watch? You get what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah.
Because I can assure you, in 2020, bro, when we had Hansi Flick told Davies, do whatever the fuck you want. Do whatever you want. Play whatever way you want, and you're good. All of a sudden, over the years, the guy's like, he's inconsistent. Then he's starting to become worse and worse and worse. You can't just say all of a sudden he has lost ability. It doesn't make sense. Maybe you could lose ability out of injury because your body has a toll on you over time. But Davies is 24. You can't be saying that, bro. Lost ability?
The only thing I would say on it personally, and I'm saying this would take the hate away and whatever, is like I was saying, when I went and watched him against Manchester City, he was amazing. Obviously, that wasn't when we watched it. We won the Champions League and all of that. That wasn't. Obviously, I watched that on the TV. Nothing short of amazing. The beating the man, the pace, the dribbling to go past players. There was a reason he was the best left back in the world. There was a reason for it because he was absolutely electric. The next minute, he can't beat a man. He's basically lost his pace. He's still fast, but he's not as fast as he once was. Maybe is that because of injury? It could be. His first touch is absolutely fucking horrendous. Like I said, he can't beat the man. His defensive ability now, because he has lost his legs, is even worse now. Because that's the whole thing he always went on, was literally getting the ball back because he could recover and speed and so on. I don't know. I don't get it. Now, one thing that needs to be said is there was definitely a down period when the whole him and Jordan thing happened. I don't like to go personal with players, even with Thomas Tuchel. I never went at his wife or his kids or anything like that because I just don't believe in that shit. But for me, I don't know if there was some mental health problem there, which I'm not taking the piss out. I've got that myself. I've got mental health myself. Everyone does, but in general, we've seen it with Jesse Lingard, we've seen it with Dele Alli, so on and so forth, how they've changed. I don't know. Maybe if he goes to Real Madrid, and we'll see it maybe in the future, and he goes there, he's super happy, blah, blah, blah. Maybe we see the best of him again. But I don't see it at Bayern. I really, really don't. I don't get it. Like, I don't even see it for Canada. Like, even for Canada, like, he couldn't even beat some of the fucking Chilean players. I didn't even know who half the Chilean players were.
Canada, I don't think he cared enough. I'll be real. That guy played.
Which makes no sense, though, because you should care. Number one, he has the fucking armband on, and number two, he's wearing his colours, if you want to say. You know what I mean? This is where
I'm telling you, it's not an excuse, but I'm telling you, like, that's what I think happened. And by the way, I think this is also a good point right here, since we're talking about.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that could definitely be the case as well. That could definitely be the case.
I think when you said that he slowed down, which I do agree to some degree, he kind of did. I think this is it. I think this is part of the. Because by the way, I have a heart condition myself, and I can tell you for sure, when you have a heart condition, guys, the way that you manage your body is different to an average person, because the way the blood is flowing through the heart, I don't even know if he had a ventricle issue, if he had a valve issue. At this bit, I don't know. But one thing I'll tell you, heart issues affect blood flows, and blood flows, obviously, you need enough blood flowing to have enough, you know what I mean? So I can see that being a major issue to why, Davies' cardiac, or situation ain't working well. His cardio, you know what I mean? It's just, listen, at the end of the day, I think we need to be careful when we talk about players not having ability anymore, because they always have abilities. Just you know how I believe. What I believe in players in general. I think you have ability or you don't. But if you're not performing, right, doesn't mean you're bad. It just means either you don't care, or maybe there's other factors that got involved. But that should not be an excuse, because you should be putting that aside and focusing on the game regardless. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, listen, with Davies, I do feel like that heart condition could be a reason. I do feel like what else is the other factor that you mentioned? You mentioned the Jordan thing. But even then, he should get over that. No offense, but he actually should get over that now.
No, 100%. But some people are, people are different. People, I agree with you from what you've said, but you never know. Like, that could have hit him hard, or blah blah blah, whatever. But 100%, I agree. Like, with
he's probably over it.
What Bo has said. Well, no, he is over it. He's got brand new misses. But the flat out, the level of disrespect he has shown towards the club and the fan base, he can piss off.
But you could just say you want him gone. You don't need to forget what he done in the good days of his run or his spell. I feel like nowadays what we do is we literally criticize somebody because they want to go, but we actually forget the good things that they done.
No, I get that. But the only thing I would say is, other than 2020, I can't name anything that he does good. Mate, you take Davies. Give us 40 million. You can have him. Take him.
Take him, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If he's not extending, take him, bro. Take him.
Talked about being. He talked about. Yeah, 100%. And again, that literally can go into the mental health thing, which again I am not taking the piss out of. Nowhere near. But in general, that Jeff, number one, he had a heart condition. Then he, he's lonely. Like, it's not going to help him. So I 100% see it, without a doubt.
I can't lie. This is. I'm sorry, but I know we're serious, but this is funny.
When I see. Fuck's sake. But even the way he took that shot against Real Madrid and scored it, when he scored that goal, even that, like, it wasn't hit the way it should have been hit. I know that sounds stupid because I'm just a fucking guy sat on the couch talking shit. But, like, if you watch it over and over again, he's just hit it. He's literally just gone foot through the ball. It's not, there's no technique or anything on that. So
I mean, Rudiger could have marked it better. I'm not even gonna. But I will say though, that was a brilliant shot. I'm not gonna take that away from him. But I feel like it's one of them shots where, like, that was like a 1 out of 10 chance of scoring, and he just that was that one.
That one chance, yeah. I agree. About that, I agree. Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But on Doué, basically, it's basically just going to be done in the next. Should be done within the next 7 days. And that definitely could be you're hitting the nail on the head today. That definitely could be another thing as well, because these
happened to Alaba. Alaba as well happened to him.
Yep.
That's why I didn't like his agent, man. But listen, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what they do, man. That's what they do because they get percentage out of it and they want some dough. Imagine that. Imagine being that much of a prick that you are literally going, my client would like to play for your club. Give me 20 million and I'll get him to you. It's like, mate, shut the fuck up. But yeah, big up to everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm going to end there. We could go all night, but the stuff to talk about, you know, Kimmich is boring now. See till something actually happens before anything. Same with Goretzka, so on. Like, we'll see. But either way, let me know what you guys think. Smash the thumbs up. Thank you for the constant support. Big up Ahmad as always. Yeah, till then, Mia Samia, people. Peace out.
See you later, guys.